you ready for Bacchanal, 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 Bacchanal?
Hello, we're in the United Colours of Mass band camp, and I have with me two young designers, Fredo and Shay, and we'll be finding out a bit more about what they do and what their roles are within the camp. So first I'll ask Shay, what drove you, what inspired you to do this kind of designing?
I've always been in maths. I grew up in maths since I was very little, from a family of maths makers. My mum played maths in the Caribbean and over here as well. And I was with Paul in a maths band for many years, and then obviously he broke away and made his own. So we've played now together in our new band for 4 years.
Okay.
And last year he asked me if I'd like the opportunity to design for him.
Okay.
And it was something I accepted. So this year's my second year. So as opposed to it being my own choice and my own decision, it was really Paul wanting to see where I can go, and him extending the invitation. So I accepted, so we're here now.
Okay. And over to you, Fredo. What inspired you? Same question. What inspired you to get into this line of designing?
Well, I've always been into designing stuff, whether it's clothes, costumes, or just really putting my creative side, imagination to test. And my dad, when I was young, used to take me and my brothers to Notting Hill Carnival. So we used to stand on the side and watch. So I was really fascinated by the colours and like the different shapes and all like the different innovative creations that came to life, that people brought to life. Then my dad stopped taking us, and then I joined a kiddies band. Done a bit of work with them. Then I moved to the first band, which is where I met Paul.
Okay.
And Shay. From there, done a bit more work before Paul broke off, like Shay said, and then I started to work alongside with Paul, seeing how he does things. So I gained more experience from working with him. So yeah, and plus like my mum's ex-seamstress, if that's the right way of saying it. So yeah, I also had that kind of support as well.
Okay. So what are the main things that you have done to date?
In the band?
In life, generally, and with the band?
I am a recent graduate of law. I have started now to kind of get my own business in bespoke designing. And obviously I've always done a lot of work with the band in helping the production of the costumes. And in terms of the band, I feel this year is this is where I feel in a very good place in terms of the second section that I've done now for this year's theme, Tribes of the World. So yeah, there's been, in the last few years has been a good few years for me, and designing here with UCOM has been one of those good things. So.
Okay, and you, Fredo, what have you done to date?
Currently still at university, studying a BA Business Management and Marketing degree. For this year, but I'm out for a year, of which I'm doing a placement with UCOM.
Okay.
Apart from that, with the band, I work alongside Paul. Like here, we're helping him with the section for Trinidad. That's like really.
Jay, for the designs this year, what were your inspirations? What pushed you to come up with what you came up with?
Well, obviously our theme is Tribes of the World.
Yeah.
And we wanted to kind of stay away from the generic. You know, tribes and cultures, it's a common thing that designers in mass are drawn to. So we wanted to try and stay away from the usual route. And I've always had a fascination with Asian culture.
Okay.
And Asian clothes, Asian traditions, particularly the Oriental and the Thai. So when Paul suggested tribes of the world.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be towards the Orient and the Thai that I was looking to. And we did a lot of research, and it's amazing to know how diverse one culture can be. So it was a case of narrowing it down.
Yeah.
And so me and Paul, we both came down to Thai. But even in Thailand itself, there's indigenous tribes.
Yeah.
So anyway, we narrowed it down, and I came down with Fawn Thai. And Fawn in Thailand is the general name that's given to dance traditions.
Okay.
So the costume is really an embodiment of lots of kind of different aspects of the Thai culture, the dancing and the traditional classic costumes of a lot of the performers that perform for like the royalty. And I've really tried to come and let the costume speak that now, so that people can look and see this is something Thai. You know, and even in terms of the colour scheme, we wanted something completely different. So it's turquoise and peach, which aren't two colours that you'd necessarily put together, but thankfully they've worked. And Paul's been absolutely amazing in making sure that the costume speaks what it's supposed to, and helping me guide me towards, you know, having the costume perfect. So yeah, I'm very happy with this year's design, and he's given me a little more leeway than last year, so I'm happy.
Okay. And Fredo, what inspired you?
Well, my section's called goes after the name of the Inca tribe, and what really caught my attention with that tribe is the shapes and patterns which are incorporated into their clothing, the equipment they use, and my section is mostly built around the males, which is they have there's a lot of different types of shapes and patterns which they incorporate, like I said, into their body wear, which is more reflected upon the male within section within my section. Apart from that, also the colour scheme, which is of metallic gold. So with me, I like sparkly stuff that draw attention to the eyes. So that's another part that caught my attention with the section. And also, at the time it seemed really easy. I didn't want to go for something really difficult, which I couldn't depict within my section. So yeah, it's been really good researching about them as well.
And what are your plans for the future?
Within the band, I really hope to continue designing and grow each year after year, to hopefully possibly reach the level that Paul's at, where he works with efficiency, detail and confidence in his mass productions. But in terms of life generally, I want to take up further study, do a master's next year. And build on my business, so to hopefully lay some foundations for the future, because a 9 to 5's fine, but I'd love to be doing something that I enjoy and I love from the heart, you know, which is clothes design.
That's excellent. That's absolutely excellent. And what about you, Fredo? What are your plans for the future?
Well, within the future, I would like to, which I am, going to stay and work alongside with Paul some more. Also explore more into my creative side, and which will also be reflected upon future costumes which I'll be creating within United Colours of Mars. Apart from that, as I said, I'm studying a business management and marketing degree, so I like to go into that side, like especially marketing. So I really enjoy advertising, public relations, promotional techniques, which I'm also going to use to help push UCOM forward. Not only that, apart from that, likewise Shay, I also design, so hopefully, not yet, I'll be able to come out and show what I can do, but I'm taking it slow, really slow.
Oh, that's excellent. It's good that you two have both thought about what you want to do in the future. No doubt we will be meeting up again quite soon throughout the year until we reach that big day, that big weekend in August. and everybody will get to see what you've actually done together as a team. That'd be excellent. So we'll be keeping in touch.
Okay.
I'll see you then.
Fantastic. Thank you.
For bacchanal.